Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Jamaica come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Neymar, and here's Batistuta. He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Jamaica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bahia are looking to go forward now. Shoots! And he's found the net! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Jamaica have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And they can counter here. Well read, nice interception. Nicely aimed pass. Played down the flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Torres. Van Dijk. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Batistuta. Decent chance! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mendieta threads one in. Marquinhos cuts it out. Now, can they get him away? And it's Neymar. Played into space. Jamaica do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
This time, surely! It's hit the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And this is Torres. Cleared without hesitation. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Torres. Mendieta, who does have an assist to his name. Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold. The
takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now here's the delivery. Real chance here. Xavi. Batistuta going about things with real menace. Back into the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Torres receives it in a wide position. That has ended up in no man's land. Xavi plays it in. And that has been cleared. And that's been won straight back. And it's De Bruyne. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Gaizka Mendieta. Mendieta! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Mendieta really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And he's picked out the run. And he shoots! Xavi. Chance here to counter. He has found the way through. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. Great chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Bahia really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne. There's the chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Big header! Now he wants to get in on the act here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Jamaica really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have got another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose level, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Jamaica are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets things going for the second half. And here's Mbappe. He's having a go. Just sails past the upright.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Neymar. Mendieta. Now Costa Curta. Oh, good-looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Neymar. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Mendieta. Costa Curta. That's a sharp pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And Batistuta! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Torres. Mbappe is onto this. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres. Jamaica in a very solid position, 2 to the good. It's a pretty loose pass. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Jamaica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Maradona tries to pass it through. Searching pass he's played there. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Jamaica choosing to make the first change.
Batistuta, number 10, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 7, Hazard.
That pass has been well intercepted. Gaitska Mendieta. Now it's Torres. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a good run down the right. That's a shade optimistic. And he's hit it long. Rashford does really well to win the ball there. Jamaica are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rashford! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rashford is offering a wry smile there.
Well, that's a dangerous ball. And he's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And that takes him up to 30. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
Hi. Hi. Yao.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is
Like
time to
and sub.
turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
I am Efootball
So
player.
it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Batistuta. Fernandez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Kajolu! There was plenty of power on that. Rashford charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Neymar does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. No foul, says the referee. Xabi Alonso does well to stand firm and defend it. Knocks it into space.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Vitz. Looking to play him in. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that has been slung wide. Valverde.
Flamengo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Vitz. He's having a hit! Deftly away. Nicely spread. Kajolu serves up a cross. He's in a good position here. Neymar. He's looking wide. Can he get on the end of this? That's really well cleared. And back to the goalkeeper. And it's Batistuta. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Rashford. Aimed in towards the centre. And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Hazard. He's found a way through. Mendieta. Jamaica looking to pass their way through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Taken back almost at once. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Gets a good foot in there. Spread it left. Rashford. Chips it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a searching pass. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. And it's Neymar. Rashford in acres of space out wide. And the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Inacio wins the duel this time. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out to the left flank. Rashford crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Jamaica clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh, good chance, surely! And for a moment, time stood still. Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Rashford receives it in a good position here. Vids. Good chance here! Oh, bang on target.
Jamaica couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's shifting, he's gone for goal! Now who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Shot a goal! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Neuer gets it away. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And the pass is intercepted. Matheus Cunha. Cadiolu calmly anticipates. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Jamaica really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. Big chance, must be! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the... Alonso! They want to be quick to recover. Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Hernandez. And it's Fernandez. Batistuta. No way through. Sends it crossfield. Azar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Jamaica have their third corner. Climbs up big! Oh, that could cost them.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Wits shifted it to the flank.
Real Madrid versus Bayern later. Who you pick?
Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Teremos uma substituição.
RM. A go tough. Yeah, bro.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Jamaica are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Perez. That's rather hopeful.
Flamengo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for a runner. That's good vision.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today.